Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. It's a hot one, it's a humid one, and I thought it was going to rain, but they were rain clouds with no rain. So I want to talk a little bit about my doctor update. Um, I did the video the other morning where I was telling you a lot of the things that have happened, and the accident that hurt my neck um, actually hurt it worse than how I described it. But the one vertebrae is definitely pinching my spine the way it is out of line. So I go to the doctor and we meet, and um so I'm explaining to her what's going on. So she tapped into the hospital's MRI. She pulled the MRI up. We talked about all of my ranges and what was going on and how it happened and all the treatment that I had. And all I was really wanting was to manage this pain so that I could move forward, get a job, and then we'll talk about other stuff later. This is what I have to do. And she got it. And I appreciated that. I was afraid that she was wanting to do her thing instead of seeing what I needed help with. And that's what I had been up against the wall with the whole time, um, using our company's clinic, using the workman's comp doctors, and the terminologies and the therapies and the things that they were doing. Um, I was always up against a wall. This time, I have a doctor that's going to help me. And when I told her who my old doctor was, my original doctor, when I got out here and had to get my rubella vaccination proof or whatever, the blood test, so I could marry the husband, she understood what kind of doctoring I wanted. Be straightforward with me, I'll be straightforward with you, and let's take care of this. I know there's other things. I know there's other things, and I know there's other things that are really, really important, and they're detrimental to me, and they're hurting me, and they're harming me. But this right here is what I need help with. Manage this pain and we'll move forward. And when I told her the medications I wanted, she says, "That's all you want?" And I went, "Yeah, that's all I want." And she just, I mean, I guess maybe most people are looking for narcotics or, you know, pain pills that does the work for them. I want to manage certain aspects of this pain, certain aspects of the rest of my body pain with the prescription naproxen, which now I know I can use with a couple of extra strength Tylenol if I need to. So that was good information because I never knew that before. Had I known that, I'd have been couponing Tylenol right along with the naproxen. Who knew, right? So the other medication um, is for nerve pain, anxiety, and is it depression or stress? I can't remember. There were like three things that they use it for, and I went, "That's what helps me. That's what helps me the most." And so we're going to start on this dosage, and move forward in 4 weeks. So in 4 weeks, we'll know if we can manage this so that I can possibly get a job. I'm pretty happy with everything. I was kind of concerned though. I mean, she did take 2 tubes of blood, as well as she let me know that there was something about my thyroid in the paperwork that she had. And I was like, what? No one told me about thyroid. Up against the wall. No one was going to give me information other than anything that had to do with that injury. Really? You can't just tell me? So we're going to see if we can get that fixed. I'm not sure what it is. That's been years ago. Now think about it. That test was taken in 2022. I was hurt in February of 21. It took until 2022, and I think it was super early. It was probably right around a year before I got an MRI to show what was really wrong. Instead, they sent me to psychologists, therapy. She got it. She understood. I'm really happy about this. This is really good information, really good news. So hopefully, I can start filming more intriguing things instead of just me leading Tashir around and sitting there watching her play with Solomon. Hopefully. I just have to be careful. So this is good information. And hopefully the thyroid thing isn't an issue. Um, I don't think I have any of things going on that would be caused from that. I had to make a couple of deals with her though. And I'll talk about those maybe. Oh, it's so hot. All right, I got to get going. I just wanted to give an update, and it's good news. And I finally had something to eat. So, anyway, let me tell you about the pharmacy trip, okay? Because this is going to be kind of funny. All right, so I go directly from her office to Kroger Pharmacy, and it is a long way from me. I mean, it's not like down two streets. I mean, I don't even know how many miles it is, but it's miles and miles and miles. So I get there, I get my little bag. I'm at the drive through. He gives me my little bag. I don't pay attention. I'm not paying attention. I get home, and it was one of them. So I call Kroger Pharmacy. Well, we hadn't quite got that one done yet. She says, "Can you be here in 10 minutes?" I said, "I can be there in 30 minutes." So I grabbed Tashir. You got to understand, Tashir had just got out of her kennel. She had been outside in this heat and humidity, and she was relaxing on the floor eating some frozen pre-cooked chicken. Cool her down a little bit. We're doing that instead of hot dogs because we're out of hot dogs. But we got all that pre-cooked frozen chicken. It's processed, but you know what? She loves it. It has a lot of oregano and garlic. Good for her, keeping the bugs away from her. And I'm like, I don't want to put her back out in that pen. I was like, you want to go bye-bye? And she just looked at me like, are you kidding me? I just got in the air conditioning. So I grabbed her up. We got in the truck, and the first thing I did was stop and get a fruit a fruit drink at Dunkin' Donuts, and I got her an ice water. That's all she wanted. They didn't have the little pup cuppy things, and I said she doesn't need one. I said you give her a glass of ice water, and that's more entertaining, and that's perfect for her. And what I do is I have the two little cup things. I put her ice water in there, and she leans and puts her. I don't know how she does it. I'm always afraid she's going to fall, but she's balanced. Somehow she's got one foot braced, and she just sticks her whole nose down in the cup, and it's everywhere. But she loves it. Thank God I drive an old pickup truck. Well, if I had a nice car, I wouldn't let her do that. But it made her happy. And so then we went through McDonald's, and I got some McNuggets. So they're still in the microwave. I gave her a few. I ate a few, but I have them in the microwave. I figured I'd eat them later with some cantaloupe or something. Sounds good. Um, because I cut cantaloupe this morning before I left, fed it all out, cut it all up. I've got ours in the fridge chilling. I passed out a bucket full of cantaloupe. I didn't even get to eat one bite of it, and my stomach growled. I don't know. I just wanted to tell this story today, just because. I think that we forget that there are good doctors out there, doctors that will listen. And I was done after going through all of that. And then, I had obviously put in for disability because that's what you do, whether it be long term or short term, when you're injured like this and you're going to have surgery and all of that stuff. So I signed up for it. And they wanted me to go through all of this stuff again. And I said, no, I'm done. Everybody was trying to prove that I wasn't hurt. Everybody was trying to prove that it wasn't what it was. And it took a year, 1 year, for me to finally get one of the doctors to say, you know what, she needs this. And that's when they found it. So now it has deteriorated and it's causing me more pain. And I think she was I think she just didn't know how to take someone who wasn't asking for narcotics or whatever it is people ask for. I just wanted naproxen and the one nerve medicine. That was it. So I got my wish, but I had to make some concessions. We'll talk about that later. I think everybody should do it. I've just not done it myself. We'll talk at you later. You have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I'm going to get my hair back up. I'm going to get in there and eat some McNuggets and cantaloupe. Bye, y'all.